All right, listen, everybody. We know we're late.
We're sorry.
We're not that sorry, but we're sorry enough.
I'm
So,
sorry for him.
and I'm sorry for him because today we're gonna react to DeeWuu versus DefinitelyDrake. We're gonna commentate that match, see how it goes. This one is it's four. We're getting to see four matches because
Yeah, I wanted to make it a better habit not to spoil exactly how many matches there are, but four is kind of fucking ridiculous.
four is kind of goofy. Yeah, so we're not like moving forward. We're not gonna spoil the matches, but four is goofy, and we'll get to why. We will get to why. Shout out to Futaba Cafe. They're streaming constantly, 24/7. Some nice ass Pokemon remixes. So peep them
Lifeblood of Showdown.
for
MO.
for fucking real. Oh, the mic is being a little laggy. That's fine. Here we got DefinitelyDrake versus DeeWuu or Burgle. These are very, very distinct teams because Grimstar is such a fucking threat, right? And so is Tornadus,
Right.
And obviously
And so is
Annihilate and Clodsire. And then you got these two fucking bozos who invited blood.
What tier are these mons? Because I'm looking at them and like I don't know anything about their competitive viability, but for all I know, they're probably like UU threats or something. Like I know Meowstic gets Prankster, and Savali is basically Arceus Jr.
Bro, so
I don't know to what extent.
I was curious about Meowstic, and Smogon did the thing where it does it dirty, where it tells it, "Don't run this mon."
Oh
Yeah,
bro, he's cool though.
He's cool as fuck, and he's got a great move pool. Like I think in draft, there's actually value to this mon. It's just it's very crazy how not good it is. And so Valley has crazy value in draft. Like normally, whatever, but like in draft, especially where you can bring Silvally and you don't have to pick a form. Like,
ooh, that's true. The form is hidden since it's an item.
Yep, because it's an item that changes his form. It is hidden. Like until he sends out Silvally, nobody knows what his form is because of this item. Like right now, we only see that it's normal. I don't even fucking know. With this team, I have no idea what he would run. I'm the best Silvally form is Steel. I know that. But
looking a little bit ahead here. Well, I suppose behind. I'm looking at the picked lists for these draft teams, and it looks like all three of Drake's final mons are in order: Clodsire, Silvally, and Meowstic in dead last. So it's kind of bizarre that he would go, that they would go for both of those three final mons in their list, like off the bat, like that one. They have such strong picks like Marshadow and Skarmory Senior. Why don't I remember?
Corviknight.
No. Thank you, Corviknight. They got Zamazenta.
They got some really strong picks in the fucking beginning, and it's very like one of the things I was gonna mention in week 2 because I've seen the team they picked for them. They still haven't used Marshadow yet.
That was numero uno though.
Right, like that was a frame 1 pick, and they have not used it. And compared to DeeWuu, who you can see this team already has, like, I think 4 out of 5 of his first picks are in this team. Which,
yeah,
mind you, all of these mons are fucking phenomenal. We got Oh, go on.
Oh, I was gonna say I wasn't around for Sun Moon, so Beware is kind of strange to me.
Yeah, Beware is not like amazing, but like in a draft where there's not like a lot of like big threats, or not every team can run big threats. Pokemon like Beware, which have strong stats too. Like let's go ahead and look up Beware on Smogon just so we can see its stats. I don't know why I have this. I'm just gonna Google it every fucking time.
Anime, I know that.
Oh yes, sir. So I mean, like, it's got a great ability in Fluffy, right?
Oh yeah.
Takes half damage from contact moves and 2 times damage from fire moves. And we also get to see HP 120, attack 120, bulky all around. Like 60 is obviously not good, but it's not bad either. And defensive 80 is also not bad, especially with a ability like Fluffy, where contact moves don't do shit.
This thing would be scary in a trick room.
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, that's really what it is. It's not amazing by any means at all, but it's not bad, I don't think. NUBL, so like it was banned in NU, and it's RU in its original generation, 1 tier away from UU. So Not a bad Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely stand by the fact that I think Beware is definitely a good pick. All of his mons are great picks, honestly. Fucking Whimsicott, absolute monster.
Prankster Demon.
Yeah, Prankster Demon also has access to Infiltrate with a decent special attack. Not amazing, but Moonblast is gonna go through all of the substitutes.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty big. 77 special attack, yeah, decent, not horrible.
Not
but, it's
not bad,
70.
Exactly, it's not amazing, right? But like with a speed of 116, he's gonna do what he needs to. Chlorophyll, not an ability he really needs with 116, especially in a metagame filled with. There's fast mons here and there, but like this thing's not gonna kill those fast mons. And obviously Caesar, a staple.
Sweeper.
Staple. Rotom, a staple. Quagsire, a staple. And Ludicolo is there.
He's
not to dunk on Ludicolo. Ludicolo is a good Pokemon. It's just like a lot of Pokemon in his level, he needs help to be good, which unfortunately doesn't make him a great Pokemon. But again, if you plan around it, I think he can be great.
He's a hell of a mascot. That's all I know.
Mm-hmm. Yo, shout out to Miror B.
Shout out to Miror B. Boom. Boom.
Yes. Hold on, wait, we gotta.
Just for a sec.
No, we gotta rap. Oh,
don't make me rap.
No, not rap. We're gonna rap.
Oh, rap.
No, you're in the wrong channel for that. Look, I was already listening to it.
There you go.
All right. So, ready?
Yeah.
Let's see what they're cooking.
Pretty solid.
Meowstic lead. Hey, yo!
Okay, we got the good nicknames. And the have fun for DeeWuu. We love that immediately.
DeeWuu, no.
Okay, well, this seems like a pretty strong start. Meowstic might set up screens or something, whereas I would assume that Rotom Wash would either want to pivot here or, hell, Rotom Wash is just a strong, versatile mon overall, so it might just try to kill this
It's
guy.
just always a great Pokemon. I'm so glad Rotom Wash did not get Flip Turn because it would be unstoppable as the best pivot in the game. Let's see. We got the GLs, HF, and yep, setting up screens. Rain Dance.
Oh, setting the dance floor for Ludicolo later, I'm sure. Probably has a Dam Stone as well to ensure it. But with the light screen, it kind of...
It might not be enough, depending. But you know what? It could be building the Ludicolo physical, too, because it does have access to some pretty strong physical moves. That said, he does get the Toxic on Rotom Wash, which is always not a good thing for Rotom Wash to have. It can pivot.
It's a bulky set.
Yeah, it can always pivot, but being bulky water means that Toxic is one of its worst nightmares. Hold on, I really gotta lower this.
Something also I thought of, the Rain Dance set might also benefit might benefit Beware a bit as well, since that fluffy ability makes it weaker to fire type moves, but with the rain coming out, it kind of nullifies that weakness, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, really, like, depending. Looking at Drake's team, he doesn't really have any fire damage dealers, so it won't matter too much, I don't think. But even so, if he did, I think, like, thinking ahead, right? I think that's actually very smart. I think that makes a lot of sense, bringing in Rain Dance specifically to deal with that weakness of Beware. Because it actually also helps pretty much most of his team. All of his team is now, except for Caesar, who's still 2 times, but now they're neutral because Rain does cut the power of fire moves in half. So all 3 of these mons are now taking half the damage that it would normally take. Which, that's big,
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, next turn. Toxic.
We got Thunder in the rain that does nothing.
But the Paralyze, oh my god. That's rough. He's still going to go first thanks to Prankster, but that is definitely rough for Drake. Let's see what they're cooking.
There's still a half chance that it doesn't work. The Heal Bell, though, here's the paralysis. Always ready, but Volt switches back out.
And here comes the Beware.
Guy.
Here comes a Reflect. Makes a lot of sense.
A smart Reflect takes that fucking Shadow Claw.
And gets a Toxic out. Again, a Pokemon that doesn't want to be toxic realistically. It looks like Drake was just ready to let that guy die.
Makes sense. It's got its screens up, and it's crippled 2 mons.
Ooh, Hurricane?
Tornadoes though with the Hurricane.
I don't know if Hurricane... I guess Hurricane was the play here because, I mean, the only thing he could have really switched into was this to take the Hurricane. I don't know how well Quagsire takes it, but this doesn't want to get Hurricane. This does not want to get Hurricane. I think this gets OKO'd to Hurricane.
Whimsicott as well would not want to get Hurricane. And honestly, Tornadus getting that stab Hurricane out in the rain, like it's for sure gonna hit. It might confuse the next mon in. It's a safe bet regardless.
Yeah, it's a very free move, and he switches out, of course. Doesn't want to get thundered.
But boom,
gets to read on Clodsire. Another rain dance. I don't think he predicted it to be out yet.
But it's their damp stone, so that's strange.
And we got hazards out.
Oh, ballin'!
Ballin', yes sir.
DeeWuu with a sick name switches out immediately. That's interesting. I wonder why they wanted to take more hazard damage.
Maybe it was a read here. Maybe they were trying to get a read, yeah. But it looks like Drake is staying in. One of the things about this player is they are very resilient very determined on staying into situations they might not want to. Dual Wing Beat comes out, fades it on the first hit, and hits him with the second. This is not good
for DeeWuu, because Clodsire is an immovable object. Just kidding. Is switching out to Grimmsnarl. Taking a crit from the Dual Wing Beat.
That
2
crit
hits is not enough to kill, though. Oh, but it got badly poisoned?
By what?
What happened?
Toxic Orb!
Huh?
That's right. Okay, so
was it a fling set?
You're going to see this later. It's so goofy.
Oh my god.
Alright, so we got Silvally out using Sword Stance, getting hit by that U-turn. This is not good for Drake in any shape, way, or form.
But Silvally's pretty fast right now, at least faster than that,
Flame Charge. And Shadow Claw will kill. That crit did not matter at all.
Did not matter.
But that Toxic is down, so now it's 3-4, and DeeWuu has a very, very strong lead.
However, Drake does have 3 layers of spikes and stealth rocks up. And Annihilate is on the screen, so who's to say how this is going to go? Goes out to the Caesar, which is paralyzed. Probably not the smartest play, although they really want to get that rain dance.
He set up the rain dance with the Caesar.
How many of his mons have rain dance? That's at least 2, and one of them's Caesar?
What a Quagsire.
Wait a minute. Julius Caesar. That's a good-ass name.
Oh, that's fire. That's a banger name. So he's getting the bulk ups in. That makes a lot of sense. No Wing Beat comes out. Unless he gets a crit, he's not really going to do enough damage to really do much.
That's going to make Rage Fist real strong, though.
Yep, and he uses Drain Punch. Makes a lot of sense. Gets to heal off. So the question is, I mean, like, what does he do here? Does he... Now, here's the question. Is this... He sent that out so late. Yeah, okay, so that answers that.
Gone.
This is Infiltrator mode for sure, I think. It's either Infiltrator... No, it's Infiltrator, because it's not Chlorophyll. And I don't think it's Prankster.
It could still be Prankster. It doesn't mean it isn't. But I don't know this... I don't know DeeWuu's set. I don't know their personality very well. But I do know that they're down to Whimsicott now. It's 2-2. Here comes Miror B, the Ludicolo. We were right. The Thunder Punch! That doesn't kill, though, because Ludicolo...
Not the strongest guy out there, unfortunately. And, I mean, Tornadus is very bulky, so, I mean, the question's going to be, he's switching... Okay, so he's switching out. Makes a lot of sense. Water Absorb comes out.
You've revealed the Water Absorb, so this Clodsire is aware, unfortunately, for any bonds that want to set up on it.
And, he switches to Tornadus.
Back to Tornadus. Get the recovery from a generator.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. What I think is actually crazy, if it was a read, is... I mean, it has to be a read. He used Aqua Tail on a Pokemon with Water Absorb. He saw the switch coming, and
no.
I don't think that crit mattered. He was under rain. I think that was dead anyways.
I could see what you mean though, because the opposing Quagsire could go for an Earthquake and really hurt that Clodsire. However, now it's behind a substitute. Setting up rocks on absolutely nothing because there's only 1 mon left on both teams. Both mons are topped off. Aqua Tail on the Water Absorb, but all right,
so
that here on the side.
So what happened here? They actually they both came to me because, interestingly, this doesn't have Earthquake, and this doesn't have Toxic.
What is that set? What? Go back to Drake's. No, look.
Yeah, not a single offensive move.
May come down to struggle. How would you call this?
I decided to call it a draw because the fact of the matter is, if it came down to struggle, Realistically, if it came down to struggle, then Drake just wins because of substitute.
Right, but why play out several
Like
hundred
playing
turns?
this out, yeah, because like the problem is, he would go first, I think, because he has less PP. I don't know what his last move is, but they both have recover. I know that. They both have rocks, and I don't know what his last move is, but Spikes has more than Aquatail and Substitute have the same. So I guess it depends on if his last move had the same as Spikes, because then I think that he would win. But Sub does pretty much save him, so it's just. It was literally a matter of, instead of letting it get to that point and sitting through this, I decided we're going to call it a draw. We're going to call it that the battle cannot be completed, because it realistically couldn't.
It's a shame, too, because Drake had that read on a potential Earthquake switching out to Tornadus and possibly could have just won the match right there instead of this draw game. Very uneventful.
Very uneventful, but very funny. Very funny.
Very funny.
It was very crazy, and definitely a way for these two who, kept the masses waiting to start their first game. So this is their second game. We can realistically call it their first real game.
Game 1.
This is game 1 too. So let's see how they play.
Let's switch the sides since we had Drake on the foreground beforehand.
Now we gotta go.
Be less confusing.
We gotta go back and forth, bro. Back and forth.
Okay.
We gotta.
I forgot how we did it last time. My B.
We gotta rep both players, man.
That's true. No bias.
That's right. Fuck these guys, man. Fuck them both.
I don't got money on either of them, especially not DeeWuu.
Bro, what do you mean DeeWuu's cooking?
I know. I'm trying to avoid the allegations. And we're starting up here with the Beware and the first guy. It's the little guy up in the thing. Drake going on for over-reliable. Meowstick, the prankster screen setter.
Yeah, this thing does what it always does. He's setting up Swords Dance. That's not a good look on Drake. I mean, one critical hit on he set up Toxic. Another Swords Dance. Very bad for Drake here.
DeeWuu seems to be pretty adamant on staying in.
Here comes the light screens. Looks like he's just setting up, ready for it to faint. With the brick break!
All the screens are gone!
Oh my god, both screens are gone. Now, the only bad thing about this Mon is that it's toxic and life orb, so it will eventually die. This Mon cannot sweep the entire team. But the facts are facts, people. Drake's entire strategy is now gone.
Well, at least one Mon from that strategy is gone. Drake still has 5 more Mons to go out, and I think one of them at least should be able to resist whatever Beware has out. But the parting shot, probably a little bit of a safer play going back out to Silvally Grass. I don't think we... it has Shadow Ball.
That crit, fuck, man. I don't think that crit mattered, but damn.
I don't know.
Well, it depends on what Silvally is building, because, I mean, like, it has 95 on both stats, like, defensive stats, so if it's building them, then maybe that crit didn't matter, but if it's speed attack, which I think it is, man, that crit didn't matter.
I don't know if it was speed because... Oh, wait, never mind. The parting shot. My bad. Anyways, Tornadus comes out on the little guy. He gets psychicked and it goes down. Tornadus is way too fast for this thing.
Oh my god.
It's not bulky enough to survive a psychic.
Then he probably should have set out Tornadus first to prevent one of his mons from fainting at all. Step Bro comes out. That's a switch. He probably gets to raid here, right? Nah, he gets the rain dance set up. Makes a lot of sense here. Cloudsire comes out. What is he cooking? Caesar comes out.
Julius Caesar.
And the stealth rocks come out. Makes sense. I mean, whenever you can set up rocks, you set them up. That's the rule. Dual Wing Beat, as we saw last time, Dual Wing Beat did a lot of damage to Cloudsire. I don't think Cloudsire wins this exchange.
I wonder if it's specially defensive or if Caesar just really bulks or busts through this fucking wall of a Mon. Oh, the critical hit, that matters so much.
That mattered so fucking much. He couldn't even set up more hazards, so that means that Drake is now put in a very bad disadvantaged state. Rain is up. Caesar can put it back up, so can Rotom. Here comes the parting shot with Annihilate. Makes a lot of sense, but that U-turn did actually save his life there.
Balling on some rocks in the floor. Drake successfully got up 1 layer of spikes and stealth rocks, I see. I don't know if DeeWuu has any defog or rapid spin on their team, but I don't think they seem to mind too much.
It doesn't seem like they do.
That's a toxic.
That toxic matters so much because now he can't stay in as much as he wants to.
A lot of toxic pressure for both of these players, but I wouldn't call either of them toxic in their own right, except for the Quagsire and Clodsire.
For sure.
I'm just glad Clodsire's down so that we can't have 5 matches in a row with 2 draw games. Here comes the Rage Fist. That's going to do a lot of damage.
Him, actually, interestingly, DeeWuu making sure to not attack is helping him a lot here. He could just stall this mon out, which is what he should do. The less Aqua Tails he uses, the better for the situation. Oh, no boots on Tornadus.
Recovers it in nothing, expecting the Annihilate to stay in, but Drake isn't that stubborn as they pivot out to Tornadus and then pivot back into Grimmsnarl.
It looks like they're getting a little bit desperate from the looks of it. I don't think they have a lot of strategies they can rely on, so they must be cooking something.
Yeah, too toxic on both of his mons. It's
Here
pretty
comes
bad.
Trey.
The trick to the toxic. That's the strat you said before. The Octail misses, and guess what? Oh, hold on.
Hold on, wait, it happens now. Now, end of the turn.
And your boy is fucking toxic. He can try to recover all he wants, but eventually life will catch up to as we go back out to Tornadus, who lost his boots. I thought he had the boots.
He didn't have boots. No boots on Tornadus. Another critical hit with that Aqua Tail. That was crazy. Another U-turn. That makes sense. Get out of there. Get the fucking Regenerator. Setting out Annihilate.
Might eat an Aqua Tail. That'd be good for him. All right.
Getting that Rage Fist stronger.
Get real pissed off and angry.
Here comes the bulk ups.
They really need this sort of advantage to be able to sweep this match because they're running out of options right now with 2 of their mons toxic.
Yep.
Drain Punches are going to have to start flying to get some health back as it does 25% to Quagsire. It doesn't seem like a lot. We actually don't know what Quagsire's ability is, whether it's Water Absorb or Unaware, but if I had to assume from that +1 Annihilate but not doing that much damage, it might be Unaware, but I can't tell.
I think it's definitely Unaware, and those recovers, I think Drake needs to start throwing out some Rage Fist, man.
Yeah, get mad, get angry.
But he switches out.
Get even.
Yeah,
these out to Grimmsnarl.
Absolutely not playing well, I have to say. DeeWuu still has 5 Pokemon left up on his team. So whatever Drake does next, he needs to make it count. But DeeWuu actually switches out off Quagsire. I think keeping it would actually be really smart because it could just, does whatever it wants to all of his mons.
It walls a lot.
Here comes the parting shot, gets out of there. What is he switching into is the question. Annihilate comes back out, takes that poor Stealth Rock damage, and I think Rain Dance is set up, so Hydro Pump might actually kill here. What are they cooking is the question.
As the question indeed is they switch back out to Quagsire, which easily walls this thing. Well, it takes a lot of hazard damage, so maybe a Rage Fist might kill. Oh, shit!
Rage Fist finally comes out. Massive damage. Very, very important for Drake to actually start throwing these Rage Fist out. The only thing that can stop these Rage Fists, realistically, is Whimsicott. I think Caesar... Oh, it does not outspeed him.
Didn't go for Bullet Punch either.
But I think that Dual Wing Beat does kill here, yep.
Guarantee the kill with Dual Wing Beat. Smart.
Does
What's Drake gonna go out to now?
Does Bug resist Ghost?
I don't know actually. Why don't you look it up? It is Ghost fighting, so there might be Oh wait, I see what you mean.
Yeah, because the question was there, like, why not use Rage Fist? Why not get another kill? No,
it doesn't seem to resist Ghost.
And this thing's...
Oh, you were hovering over Steel.
No. It's this is when you hover over in Showdown, it tells you the Pokemon's weaknesses, not the types.
Oh, okay, I learned.
Yeah, very cool. Very useful. Yeah, no, I don't think that was the play there, man. Let's see.
Probably decided for the Drain Punch to try and survive, but it just didn't work out. As the Bullet Punch crits,
didn't think that matters. I don't think that mattered. Technician Bullet Punch would have killed there.
Yeah, I think that's going to be game because Grimmsnarl can't really do anything here unless Drake gets 4 Spirit Break, like Super Mega Ultra Z move crits in a row as Grimmsnarl goes down to the Bullet Punch. Oh, that's game 1-2 to DeeWuu.
Yep. DeeWuu took the game there without losing much of his Pokemon at all. Drake absolutely got, unfortunately, demolished, and a big part of that was because of poison. So let's go ahead and see how Game 2 does. And a lot of very unfortunate switches on Drake's part. I think Drake really needs to think a little bit more about his switches. But that said, it's still anyone's game. They still got, if Drake wins this one, it's, goes to Game 3/4.
We're just counting the wins right now, right? That's probably less confusing.
Yeah, we won't count that first game, as goofy as it was. We won't count it, but it was fun to commentate. Yeah. So this is the real Game 2.
Okay, got it. All right, as we're setting up a Grimmsnarl this time instead of Meowstic, so probably going for the trick immediately as Quagsire falls for the again. You fool! You absolute rube! You get toxic as a parting shot out to who's getting set up right now? Oh no!
Oh no!
Immune to toxic. He knows the set. He cannot be hurt as Quagsire leaves to switch out to the little guy. Beware! Send up the spikes. Doesn't feel like getting hit. So a Swords Dance will come out as Grimmsnarl. If I were him, I'd go for the T-Wave or something.
Yeah, T-Wave. Oh, but it missed. Unfortunate with another fucking Swords Dance ready to sweep. But looks like the T-Wave did actually get to him. Grimmsnarl survives, proving that it is the GOAT. And he parting shots off away, bro.
Yeah, fuck you.
Cloudsire comes out. It is not unaware, so it's taking dummy damage from that.
Oh, yeah, it's not. Shit. Tornadus, maybe this is the answer.
And it seems like it is. Yep. Psychic just kills it in one hit. It's very strong. He switches out to Grimmsnarl. Drake is taking a lot of damage from rocks over here.
The dance floor for Ludicolo. Spirit Break doesn't do a lot, but it'll lower its special attack, so this Volt Switch will deal a little less damage. Wow, it actually lived
that mattered so much. Holy shit. Very smart play on their part. If they parting shot or switch, ooh, that might be a sack. Oh, no, it'll still be alive for one more attack later. Annihilate comes out. Very interesting. Bullet Punch.
He eats the Bullet Punch. He
but
hates
he
that.
will not take this. Oh, I I thought he was going to go ahead and hit him with the dual wing beat because that's just not the switch for it.
Yeah, but here comes Quagsire, which will wall. Until it doesn't. Rain's coming in. Toxic damage is hurting the Quagsire, but you know. Ooh. Smart switch by Drake's part, as this Grimmsnarl will get hit by the Toxic and be sacked here, but leaving Annihilate safe from that Toxic.
He's alive for one more turn, which means he gets to do something. He chose Spirit Break. Definitely interesting. This thing doesn't really have any special attacks either. I think it just just tosses out Aqua Tails. So I don't know if Spirit Break was the right play here.
Well, I'm sure Drake didn't want to go for Parting Shot because they wanted that Grimmsnarl to be dead so they could safely pivot to something else. Like the Silvally, which unfortunately died the last match. But I don't know if it requires setup like Drake's other mons. So maybe it could just start whipping out, I don't know, Judgment Junior's. What was that move called?
Multi-attack.
Multi-attack. Judgment Junior.
So the question really here is, I mean, like, multi-attack will hit almost everything on his team except Whimsicott and Caesar?
Yeah. Ludicolo, no, it's also, maybe that's a good idea, but I'm not really sure how Drake plays this mod because I think we've only really seen it Swords Dance and then die.
Yeah, it's used Swords Dance, it's used Flame Charge. It definitely has multi-attack. We haven't seen it yet, but it definitely has it. And I would have to, and we also seen it use Parting Shot a few times.
That's true. Okay, well, let's see what Drake's cooking up with the Silvally right now. As DeeWuu switches out from the Quagsire, does not want to get multi-attacked. At Speak of the Devil, here's the multi-attack that does not a lot of damage, but then again, Caesar does resist that.
And Caesar's, I mean, it's using U-turn. Oh, it's a...
U-turn.
Does it not have Parting Shot? I guess I misremembered.
That's okay. Happened a while ago as the Meowstic is about to eat this dual wing beat, but it survives, which is good because now it could set up Reflect. It survives the Bullet Punch because of it. Nice.
Yep. Well, actually, really important for it to do that, too. The Bullet Punch is definitely going to kill the Meowstic, and that means that he has full time with his screens up now. Sends out Annihilate, makes a lot of sense. Now it does not die as quickly unless to a crit to the dual wing beat, which I think is going to be very important. He sets up Rain Dance and Stand. Ooh.
I wouldn't have done that.
No, I think that's definitely a misplay on his part. Rage Fist comes out, OKO's the one thing that threatens it. Ooh, this might be problematic.
Hold on, there's two things that threaten it because here comes
Whimsicott.
Quag.
Yeah, Quag will also threaten it too. The Rage Fist does not do enough damage, and he is definitely not taking a Toxic yet.
Safe recover.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense though. But that Toxic is going to start. Yeah. Here comes another Rage Fist. Looks like he's just spamming those Rage Fists. Another recover. He's playing it safe.
I don't know if that's safe. He's biding his own time down.
Yeah, that's true. He's going to keep taking more and more damage from the Toxics.
Maybe he's too scared to miss his own Toxic. That Quagsire is running Toxic, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. We've seen it use Toxic a few times.
I suppose DeeWuu's strategy is waiting out the screens right now and doesn't want to risk leveling up the Rage Fist anymore, especially because it's a +1 Annihilate. Right
no, that makes a lot of sense. Getting rid of that, switching over, makes a lot of sense here. Oh, but that
Almost
almost
sacked Surveil,
dies.
but
Yep.
did.
Light Screen comes out, and they
Switches
switch out to Silvally Grass.
That thing is not specially defensive, so that makes sense. The Thunder, the crit, wow, it still didn't do a lot. That Grass type really helping out Silvally right there, but that definitely would have killed Annihilate.
Here comes the Flame Charge.
Nice speed boost.
Yeah, this thing already has a base 317, so I think aside from this and Rain, it actually outspeeds everything on his team, so let's see how much damage he does with everything else. U-turn to switch out.
Still does a lot of damage, too.
Back to
into Annihilate. This thing's going to just eat up whatever. Ooh, the knockoff. No lefties, so...
Knock off a very big move, but not big enough, and now his Rage Fist got upgraded twice.
Wonder what's going to have to come out now to deal with this thing.
I mean, yeah, it has to be Whimsicott, right? Like, that's the thing that really beats this, and it beat it, it does.
Oh,
it is gone.
I keep forgetting it's an offensive set.
Yeah, I genuinely thought he was going to switch out so he can deal, just OKO Clodsire with Rage Fist at this point. Sludge Wave. Very smart.
That thing's dead.
Oh my goodness, and Clodsire comes out to the spikes. He has Toxic now, and I think that might be that.
Time. Might go for a recover and get... No, you can't really get lucky with this.
No, I think
this might be it for DeeWuu.
He wants to attack. That's what he really wants to do. I mean, like, I think the problem is, unfortunately, even if Silvally comes out, it's going to outspeed it, and it's definitely going to kill it. And Sludge Wave finishes.
It's going to resist the Aqua Tail.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, that was very well played on Drake's part. Drake with the woo.
Absolutely. Woo.
The DeeWuu.
To Drake. The DeeWuu. Is that disrespectful or what? Anyways, this is game 3, aka the last one for real this time. No more ties, no more funny business. Right?
So, yeah, no more ties, no more funny business. This is last. This is game 3. Whoever wins this one wins this one. Let's find out who does.
Hey, switch his perspective.
What do you mean? We were on DeeWuu's side last time, weren't we?
No.
Bad.
Look at this unbiased commentary. Don't worry, folks. I'll keep this right on track for us.
Yo, fuck that guy, bro.
Drake goes out for the Meowstic. All reliable. Sets up a screen and a Toxic on the Quagsire. Just getting ahead of that trick funny business that they normally pull with their Grimmsnarl.
Very goofy. Aqua Tail dealing damage and giving power to Rage Fist, but not enough damage at all. Here comes the bulk up. Not really going to matter against this Toxic. Makes a lot of sense.
Ooh, that Toxic's going to matter a lot more.
Mm-hmm. Here comes another bulk up.
Drake's going to keep bulking up. I wonder if they're betting on... DeeWuu either spamming Aqua Tail or switching out eventually, because both of these mons are on borrowed time. Oh, you know what? Drake's really going all or nothing for this, because both of these mons are on borrowed time right now. If DeeWuu doesn't recover, ooh, that Quagsire's gone, and there's going to be an Annihilate on the field. It's +2 with a big-ass Rage Fist or Drain Punch to stay in if it wants to.
Yep.
This is going to be a fucking problem. But
not anymore. That thing switches out every day.
Drake's scared.
Imagine being scared of that shit. No, but that makes a lot of sense. That thing is fast and it deals decent damage. We've seen it KO fucking Annihilate pretty much every single time.
Basically.
Oh, Caesar comes out.
It didn't. I think it was a dual wing beat.
Yep, Caesar comes out, and it always seems to be the answer to Clodsire. So I wonder what Drake is gonna think of doing this time.
Nah, there's no answer. DeeWuu's gonna dance in the rain, and Drake's gonna keep throwing out their hazards, because what's DeeWuu gonna do about it?
Dual wing beat and deal 22 every single fucking 23. My bad. 28. Look at that. It deals so much damage to this thing. He sends out more spikes. Now, here's the question. Does he get out, or does he stay in?
If I were him,
he stayed
I'd stay
in
and throw more spikes, because I'm going to live another dual wing beat.
Bro,
I got the calculator on my desk. I know I'm living this shit.
He wasn't, bro. He wasn't. He got 2 fucking mid-rolls, because 28 is the highest that DeeWuu rolled so far, so that was ballsy. And he
stays in to take the bullet punch.
It looks like that was a sack.
Nice safe pivot to whatever they want.
Meowstic comes out.
These
Here
this
comes
feels looking a little. How many TVs you got in this room?
Ooh, that dual wing beat mattered. I think that miss mattered. Maybe it would have still survived even then. Heal Bell.
Annihilate back on this menu. And it's got Rage Fist super bulked up. Meowstic lives another one through the reflect, so it's probably going to set up a light screen, then happily die here as Drake's strategy is in motion.
Absolutely. Oh, that
it missed again. Wait, what can Meowstic do? now?
Nothing die, I guess? Doesn't it have...
Click reflect?
Yeah, because it can't toxic.
In the chat, wish you did not miss those, not gonna lie.
They were planning on killing that thing. You know what? That makes sense because now Reflect is down.
Mm-hmm.
So that's less turns of Reflect because of that. And here comes Silvally. I'm wondering what they're cooking with Silvally because I really want to see this Pokemon do something.
Dual Wing Beat's
Dual
gonna
Wing
miss.
Beat misses.
Oh, no.
Ooh. You know what's crazy? I think that Dual Wing would have killed the super effective Flame Charge with the speed boost. That was crazy. Oh my! We have to calc this. We have to calc this.
Oh, I don't know.
We have to calc this, man. We have to calc this. I need to know if that miss mattered.
I feel like it did. It would have been 2 super effective hits, right?
So Valley, yeah. Let's find out. Looks like Swords.
Valley Grass. Yeah, it's a Swords Dance set. That makes sense. Make sure to put it behind a Protect.
Not the Protect though. What's it called?
Oh, Reflect.
And Caesar is. We're probably just going to do
Dance.
utility, yeah. Because I mean,
Yeah, that makes sense.
And we'll put Dual Wing Beat and Reflect. Oh my god! So wait, hold on. How much health was he in? How much health was he in? He was at full health. It wouldn't have killed.
It wouldn't have killed. The Reflect mattered.
The Reflect actually...
That's crazy.
The Reflect mattered. That miss did not matter, unfortunately. Silvally would have stayed up.
Meowstick grinning, watermarking the sky as he passes on to the next life.
Although Flame Charge did a lot of damage. I think it OKO'd without a crit, right? Oh, because he was...
with a +2, though.
Yeah, he's +2, so I mean, like...
That's gotta kill, right?
Every day of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Every day of the week. Goodness.
The 8th one.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, that Dual Wing Beat missing would have only brought him down to about 40%, unfortunately. That Flame Charge was everything he needed. Players are unhappy with the miss.
Yeah.
And I mean, he OKOs this. Multi-attack, yep.
There's a multi-attack. Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
this thing has one weakness, 2 weaknesses, really. Ground and fucking grass, but obviously it's immune to ground, so it has 1 weakness. Very great type. Water Electric is a fucking broken type. Here comes Miror B.
Here comes Miror B.
I mean, does he
Swift Swim?
Does he U-turn?
I don't know if it's gonna help. Nope.
Oh, but there's no Swift Swim on his field right now. Ooh, this is rough.
Oh, my bad.
These hazards are doing a lot.
I wonder if it'll survive this, though. As it goes for the Flame Charge, interesting move. Drake may be confident that they could stay in another round as Beware goes for the Sword Stance. I don't think you're surviving one more hit. U-turn. Wow.
U-turn
Drake
is
scared of this thing.
He really shouldn't have U-turn too, because hold on, let's count this.
You know what? Reflect went off.
Yeah.
I don't know if multi-attack would have killed. You're right.
I think you know what it was. Multi-attack probably wouldn't have killed, but even then, it stabbed like 120 base power move.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it would have dealt more damage than Flame Charge, because here, Flame Charge does, damage, but Multi-Attack has Stab. So, I think if he had used Multi-Attack twice, he actually would have gotten the kill that he wanted.
Interesting play, but I suppose Drake wanted to play it more safe, seeing as that though they have 4 Mons as opposed to DeeWuu's 2.
Yeah, I guess, when they're in the situation that they're in right now, it doesn't really matter how they play. They could just play a little... I mean, they could play definitely... They definitely don't want to risk any bad plays, but this Thunder Wave is going to be pretty big, actually. Most of his team already outspeeds this thing, but I guess securing that is very important.
Tornadoes probably comes in and... No, Annihilate. Ooh.
Annihilate, ooh. Very interesting.
Maybe it's fast enough. Yep, fast enough. Okay, that makes sense. Takes a little sip of that Beware before it goes down.
Yeah, but sending out Tornadoes is faster, and it OKOs Whimsicott. I feel like this might be a little unnecessary.
Strange insurance, I suppose.
Annihilate face to this.
Tale as old as time.
And Tornadoes has to come out at this point? Yeah, Tornadoes comes out at Sludge Waves, I'm assuming?
Tornadoes. Yeah, Sludge Waves, because it doesn't want to risk the miss with the Hurricane, and that secures the win for Drake. Yep.
It's a shame, though, because if they had just sent out... honestly, Parting Shot it into Tornadoes, they would have been set. I guess maybe not Parting Shot into Tornadoes, because Tornadoes would have died. But sending out Tornadoes immediately after switching out from Silvally might have been the play there, because it would have kept more Pokemon alive. Since we're also counting who has the most Pokemon remaining in the draft, which... we could see right here in Zach's stats, that would have been 2 more Mons for him. Look at this beauty. Look at this beauty, man. And they would have been brought up to 11 instead. Or 12. Definitely, one of the things I have to say about this match is DeeWuu definitely had control of the match. When Drake didn't know what DeeWuu was doing, DeeWuu had full control of the match. And it's very obvious with that first round 1 match, right? And that made me realize it's like the thing that Drake lacks as a player is being able to remain calm in a situation. They need to be able to not panic as much, because I see a lot of these switches that they did were panic buttons, and it cost them a lot of mons that realistically they shouldn't have sacrificed at all. And I think that's going to be very important for later, because I haven't seen any of their newer matches at all, but we're going to see if those panic buttons are a little bit more lax, or if they're going to keep pressing buttons they shouldn't. As I said, DeeWuu as a player, absolutely. Once he has control, he has control. He absolutely dominates his opponent and makes sure that they play the game that he wants them to play.
But the opposite definitely was shown, as DeeWuu missed a lot of crucial attacks during this match in particular. Not to say that's why Drake won in the end, but they definitely mattered, especially when it piles up to 2, 3, 4 misses.
Well, to be fair, in defense of this, like, I think as we saw, the one with Stravali did not matter. Stravali I think would have died to 1 hit for anything except that, because of Reflect being up. So Drake assured himself, he gave himself a win con, and honestly, as long as he just kept using multi-attack, they would have won pretty easily with just Stravali. Like, those misses were definitely important, but I think it ultimately came down to Stravali actually being able to set up and proving itself as, not a bad mon, not a bad pick for Drake, because those early games were rough. And I do think for sure in the previous matches, some of those misses really did matter. But for this match, I'm going to be honest, I don't think the misses matter. I think it was unfortunately a case of being outplayed. Well, not to say that DeeWuu was bad, absolutely fantastic, but the facts are facts.
Drake definitely has an interesting way of building teams, with 2 of their mons being entirely setup dependent. Like Clodsire, actually Meowstic as well. I don't think they have any attacking moves. I'm pretty sure Clodsire has Stealth Rock Spikes, Toxic, and
Recover.
I don't remember. Recover,
yeah.
Whereas Meowstic has both screens.
Heal Bell, Light Screen.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think Grimstar only has a Sphere Blast as an attacking move?
I believe so, yeah. I think it has Thunder Wave, Trick, Spirit Break, and Parting Shot.
For sure. And DeeWuu, Rain Dance on Caesar was definitely a weird fucking play, but we saw that it worked out. There was times...
I like what they were cooking.
We saw that it worked out, first off, but there was definitely times and places for him to use that, and he ended up using it a lot of the times where he really shouldn't have. Wasting a lot of turns that he really couldn't have.
Caesar definitely could have gotten some good damage in, as opposed to just boogieing down on a weekend or something.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'd say maybe it's just because of the results of these matches, or because Ludicolo's not great. I don't know which one it is, but I don't know if he was really a team player in this endeavor. It's hard to tell what he did really contributed. Ludicolo specifically.
Ludicolo's best thing was using knockoff, but aside from that, I just don't think he got enough chances to use it, and I think a big part of that is, unfortunately, DeeWuu didn't really use its knockoff enough. I think if DeeWuu had just started throwing out knockoffs in certain situations, that would have mattered a lot. It would have mattered an insane amount, because some of these mons did not want to be without their items. Annihilate did not want to be without its item. I don't think Meowstic wanted to be without its item, if it's what I think it is, because we didn't get to see it at all. I'm assuming... No, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's fucking Light Clay, because those screens were up for a minute. Clodsire.
That seems to be its job as well.
Yeah, I mean, it sets up screen, it fucking Toxics, it heal bells. 100% support. Very, very unique. I'll say that, because it's weird to see somebody just run nonstop support on moves, and for Drake to do it with 2 mons and 1 more, it's crazy. DeeWuu not having any support on his team at all aside from SIRE. And even then.
Yeah, although I would say that the support is drizzled around a bit with how many mons is it that have Rain Dance?
It looks like 2
At
because
least
we only saw Rotom and Caesar do it. So
that's true. What did we see Whimsicott do besides Moonblast? What moves have revealed? Just Moonblast, it seems.
we only saw Moonblast on it.
I mean, to be fair, that was the best option for it because it always came out on the Annihilate and just annihilated it.
Yep, every single time, killed it every single time. I don't even know if that kills a full HP or not. I don't think so, but like
it's ×4.
Yeah, no, it's only ×2. Ghost is not weak to Fairy.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Fortunately, thank God.
It does have pretty low special attack, but I don't know how much special defense Annihilate has. Could you calc that real quick?
Yeah, let's calc it, because I mean, I can tell you what Drake's fucking set is. It's bulk up Annihilate.
Well, yeah. The classic. Uber bulk up.
Yeah.
This is the draft series, however.
This is, yeah. And as we saw, as good as Annihilate is in like a metagame like OU, not to say that Annihilate is bad in draft. It is not. Absolutely phenomenal Pokemon. But because this is like, open book, people can be ready for a Pokemon like that. And Annihilate is a good Pokemon to be ready for, especially because Annihilate's general, its type weaknesses are the same as another one of Drake's heavy hitters, which is Marshadow.
And DeeWuu definitely was prepared for this Annihilate being able to Toxic it. I think 3 times out of 4 at least.
Yeah,
not that that's what the killing blow was, but it definitely
this might be the set. Whimsicott PU offensive. But let's see. Moonblast does 60 to 71 with this set, which isn't plus Spa, but it's max special attack. So, I mean, choice specs, we really don't know. It's switched out pretty much every time. So,
yeah,
it probably is choice spec if I had to guess. It definitely wasn't Life Orb, so it most likely was going to be killing it pretty easily, consistently too. Tornadus MVP came in,
absolutely
dealt a lot of damage. Was very pleasantly surprised to see Valley put in some work. Like I said, it's a Pokemon you don't really get to see very often. But yeah, any last thoughts on Drake versus DeeWuu?
I'm really excited to see what both of these players are going to put on their team next, because Rain Dance and Ludicolo and 2 support mons both on opposing sides, to the extent that 2 mons couldn't hurt each other. We had to go to a draw game. Like, I want to see this weird creativity spread around a bit. Have them fight some other people. We'll see some other dumb weird stuff to happen.
Yep.
Like, both of these really seem like players that are gonna do some crazy shit that's gonna make me scream at the top of my lungs.
Yep.
And probably secure them the game too.
Yeah, I think that'll be very hyped to see both of them if they do any crazy hype shit like that. But for now, we'll go ahead and call it here, and we'll be around for the next video hopefully soon. Anything?
Sounds like a plan. We'll see you next time.
All right, bye.
Bye. Corn's done.